If you don't have this one thing, it's going to be extremely difficult to succeed with your e-commerce business. And honestly, probably with a lot of things in life as well. So I'm going to go through exactly what it is, how to mitigate it, and how you can maximize it to get the best out of yourself in business and obviously in life as well. So if you don't know me, my name's Will De Bruin. I co-founded a business in 2013 with my brother. We left our corporate jobs and started an e-commerce business from our kitchen bench from scratch, which has since gone on to do multiple 7 figures per year. And I also have helped over 200 e-commerce brands grow to their first 10K all the way up to 100K per month as well. So this one thing that I'm talking about actually came up at a recent mastermind in Byron Bay. It was actually one of 9 fundamentals that is required for someone to grow their business to into the 7 and 8 figures. And this thing that I'm talking about is confidence, okay? It might seem really simple, it might sound really basic, but it is a foundational trait that successful people have. Now, it's fair to say that not everyone just starts out or comes out of the womb, with masses of confidence, right? So there are certain things that these people do, and myself included, that can expedite the process and ensure that we have confidence to obviously take action and get the results that we've been looking for. Because without confidence, and you may have been through this, I've definitely been through this, a lot of my clients have been through this. Without confidence, we feel low, we feel flat, we hesitate, we don't take the action. And with all of those things combined, we basically get nowhere, and it creates almost like a vicious spiral downward, right? We lack confidence, so we don't do the thing. We don't do the thing, so then we get worse results. We get worse results, then we lack more confidence, and it basically rinses and repeats. So it's a process really, as I say, all of those feelings I just kind of mentioned, but it feels again like second guessing. It feels like overwhelm. It feels like I don't want to make a mistake. I don't want to fail, all of those things. And it's not useful obviously for you. And it sometimes feels like we are battling this thing alone. But what came out of the mastermind event, where I had about 8 of my clients up in Byron Bay for 3 days, we talked about everything business related. And again, these 9 principles to scale to 7 and 8 figures, confidence being one of them. And everybody in that room could relate to this topic in terms of lacking confidence at some point in time, but also the regularity of lacking confidence. So what came out of that was, I guess, almost normalizing that people do lack confidence basically all the time, probably people that you look up to, okay, people that you associate with, and that we don't have to basically, what I'd say, suffer in silence. But also, there's strategies that people use to get on top of their own self-doubts, their own fears, and to get over this lack of confidence. So I've got a couple of strategies here. I just want to make sure I get everything right. As I say, it's basically a foundational step to have confidence. And if we don't have it, then as I say, we don't take action, there's no speed to that action, there's no results, and it's that downward spiral. So what we want to basically do is, with confidence, we want to create what I call like a flywheel. So that means that, you start with one thing, you start with one action, you then do the thing, you get a response and feedback. You then see that people have either responded or something has actually occurred in response to what you did, and you can build on confidence and keep iterating like a big flywheel. And it creates this basically a snowball. What I drew for my clients in the program is, it's like a snowball. Things get easier as you push the snowball down the road, right? The momentum builds, the confidence builds. You would have felt this yourself, but also seen people, and they almost observe you as like, he's so high on confidence. They've got so much momentum, they're just running on confidence. That's what they're referring to. And it's true. Basically, the person that you observed, even if it's yourself, has done something to get over the hump of a lack of confidence, okay? And it's gonna be probably one of these strategies I'm gonna go through. So this is what I have done, this is what people in my circle have done, successful people have done, people I look up to. Again, e-commerce brand founders doing 7 and 8 figures have done. I wanna give them to you in order to help you whenever you feel overwhelmed or specifically lacking confidence. So the first thing is to surround yourself, okay? Borrow people's confidence, either in themselves or in you. So you do that by being in environments and creating environments and getting to the right circles of people that are going to support you and that you can borrow confidence from. People go through cycles all the time. Like, you might be higher up one day, 1 week, 1 month, and then down low, and that just naturally happens. But if you can be with people who are even themselves kind of ebbing and flowing, but always having people on confidence highs and learning from what they're doing and seeing them and being inspired by them, not envious, inspired by them and motivated by them, then that's going to really go a long way to giving you the confidence, right? As I say, you can borrow it from them, okay? Because if you believe in them and they believe in themselves, then you're going to borrow that and you want to level up with them. That's what I've found really, really valuable. So it might be like an Ecom Blueprint community that I run, or some other specific community where there's people of like-minded nature doing what you want to do, and basically you can borrow it from them. So that's what we want to do. We want to borrow it from other people. We want to find sources. It could be your favorite YouTube channel. It could be a blog that you read, just to get inspired and to borrow the confidence to get inspiration. The second thing is what I call immersion, okay? Meaning immersing yourself in the environment that you basically are lacking confidence in, or fear. So it's kind of similar to the first one, but basically it means doing the thing. I will admit, I lacked confidence and probably still lack confidence with making YouTube videos, but yet here I am. Okay, I was immersing myself, basically forcing myself to do the thing that scares me, that I'm lacking confidence in. Okay, so that basically gets rid of the fear. All right, it means that by doing the hard thing, I can build the confidence to do it again and again and again. Now, a really good thing that I learned here was, if it's like a video or a piece of content or something like that, film 10 videos that you're saying to yourself, okay, I'm not gonna post this to anyone, I'm not gonna use this for anything, I'm just gonna do 10 in a row, bang, 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 and then the 11th one, I'll basically publish that, for example. That kind of takes the pressure off yourself to get things right. Okay, it takes away any self-consciousness and it just lets you do your thing. But I can guarantee you, from video 0 to video 10 and then 11, you'll just be a completely different person. All right, so that's basically the immersion, okay? Immersion in what you know you need to do, right? Just basically saying, this is what I fear doing, this is what I'm lacking confidence in, I know I just actually have to go and do it, all right? And then that kind of rolls into number 3, is the practice and building the skills. We as human beings did not know how to walk or talk at one point in time, okay? But do kids have a lack of confidence? Absolutely not. They absolutely have no fear at certain ages. And certainly they're determined to make things work, right? Walk and talk and all the rest of it. And so we have to treat ourselves as children in certain circumstances and understand that skills take time to build. And by building the skill, we will become confident. Okay, it's actually a study. It looked at the happiest employees, or the happiest people in the workplace. The happiest people are the ones that are succeeding, and the reason they're succeeding is because they have confidence, and they have confidence because they're good at what they do. Okay, think about that for a second. They're good at what they do, it builds confidence, builds success. So that's exactly what we need to do in every area of our business. It's challenging, I know, to wear all the hats as a business owner, but we must build the skills. That will then practice. We become proficient at it, an expert at it. And then it's, we're wondering what we were so worried about after we've obviously mastered the skill and been able to get the results from it. So practicing and building the skills builds confidence. It's really simple, and the simplest way to build confidence. Literally do the thing over and over and over and over and over. Confidence, bang. Really, really, really simple. That obviously is fed from borrowing it from others, okay? Immersing yourself in the environment, facing it head on, and then doing the thing and practicing the skill. And now the fourth one is really bringing it back internally, all right? Meaning that you need to realize basically how far you've come and how good you are, and what you do is valuable and meaningful. Okay, this is a really big thing that I had to start with, and it really helped me. And I love this quote from it was actually a mindset mentor of mine. Instead of saying fake it till you make it, okay, everyone's heard that and you kind of get it, but it's false. It still makes you feel a bit insecure. It's this: keep suspending your disbelief long enough to get proof that it's possible, right? Suspend your disbelief. Keep pushing, have confidence and faith that it's going to work out, that you're going to get better, right? That things are going to improve, that you are going to be successful. I mean, honestly, anybody who is starting a business or is in business, in my opinion, is successful already in their own rights. So that's another big thing as part of this part 4 is look at your past successes. Look at how far you've come. You started something, if you started a business, from scratch. You basically invented a product, invented money, invented supply and demand within an economy. That's amazing. And not many people can say that they did that. So look at what you've done in the past, no matter what stage you're at, beginner, intermediate, advanced, okay? Look at what you've done and get confidence that you can progress to the next stage or progress further or do the same thing again if things didn't work out. That builds confidence when you understand that you've done something before, that you've progressed a lot further. Another thing in that category is to look at customer reviews, right? Look at testimonials. Look at things from other people that have said how much they value you and your product and your business and what you do, the contribution you make to the world, right? That builds a lot of confidence, okay? Because sometimes we can look at other people and say they're amazing, but someone's always got a bigger boat, okay? So look at how you're contributing. Look at the contributing factors in your network, in your market, no matter how big or small it actually is. But remind yourself of how good you are and how far you've come. Again, that helps if you're in other environments. It helps if you're just doing the thing. It helps if you're building the skills and practicing to remind yourself, all right? But sometimes when you're not in those, especially the top category and being in environments with other people, it's challenging. It's isolating being a business owner on our own. Okay, even though we've got access to the world, we're isolated and we feel that we are the only ones that lack confidence at certain points in time because of what we see in social media and out there in the world. Okay, so that I hope was helpful. Firstly, for the awareness, the realization, that's a big part of succeeding, I think, is really being able to identify and be aware of our feelings and our behaviors. Okay, then we can look to mitigate things in the 4 things I've just basically given you. All right, really important. If you need to review this, please go back. It's been so valuable for me to know this, and hence why I've shared it at my mastermind, I shared it with all my paid community and sharing it with you guys here as well. All right, so I hope that helps a lot. Look, if you want to know how we help our e-commerce brands, scale their businesses to their first 10K or to 100K a month, I've got a little link below. Feel free to click on it. You obviously don't have to, but it just goes through how we can possibly help you if you're struggling or plateaued, or you just want to progress faster, or if you're lacking confidence. Joining a community of like-minded people is, again, on my checklist of must-dos. All right, so look, other than that, I hope you got value from this. If you did like it, please like and subscribe and look out for other videos, and please comment if there's anything that you want me to talk about with my 12 or 13 years of e-commerce and business experience. But other than that, I genuinely thank you for being here. I really appreciate your support and getting through to this part, and again, hope it was valuable. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video. See ya.